All right, friends, if you've got a mountain of strips hiding in your scrap bin, today's block is all about to give them a brand new life. Let's turn those lines into something truly beautiful. In today's video, we're working on day 22, lines only, everything must be strips. Hi, I'm Jackie of Junk Gal 63 Studio, and here we do all things with scrap fabric. Today's quilt block is the Scrappy Star Quilt Block, inspired by Marie Bostwick. I'll leave a link to her blog post in the description box below so you can check out her original version. For each day of our challenge, you'll receive a creative prompt to spark new ideas and inspiration. Anything goes, truly. I also have a free prompt sheet for you to download, and I'll leave a link for that in the description box below. Each block in this challenge is 12 inches square, and on the final day, we'll assemble everything using the Quilt As You Go method. And remember, no rules, no perfection. Let's get started. Here's what you'll need for today's prompt. 4 white fabric squares, 6.5 inches square. And I'm just using plain white, but if you had a patterned white, that would be really pretty too. Strips of fabric in various widths. I'm using anything that has a width of 2 inches or less. 1 piece of batting that is 12.5 inches square, and a backing fabric that is 12.5 inches square. Rulers, I have a 6.5 inch ruler to square up with, and just a ruler to measure with. Your iron and ironing surface, and your basic sewing notions. Some scissors, rotary cutter, pins, and of course your sewing machine. Let's get started. The first thing we want to do, let me move this, is mark your white square. I already did 3. And this is going to be so pretty. It's going to use your strips, and then we'll have the star in the center. So what we want to do, in Marie's sample, she did 2.5 inches at the bottom. What we're going to do is mark 2 inches and make a mark on the corner. And then go 2 inches on the opposite side and make a mark. Now you'll see in Marie's blog post that she drew lines. That really threw me off. So I'm not drawing any lines except these 2, and it looks like this. This is 2 inches over and 2 inches up. Then you're going to find your first fabric. Let me see if I've used this. I have not. And you are going to take it up to this corner, and you'll put it right on your mark, the edge of it right on your mark. I'll bring you closer, because this is kind of confusing, but not really. What we're going to do is take your strip right side down, place it, see that mark? Place the edge of it right on that mark. Take this end of the fabric and go up to this corner and place it on the edge of the corner. Just like that. Let me pin it. And then usually it helps if I can see what's going to happen. So what's going to happen is you'll flip this open just like that. So this is on the mark, and it doesn't have to be perfect. We're going for scrappy stars. Just like that. And then at the top, this edge is on that corner. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. We're going for scrappy here. And then I do trim if I have any of these little pieces. Just like that. So we're going to go to the sewing machine and sew a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And here is what it looks like sewn. Here's the corner. Here's our mark. I'm going to flip that open. And for now, I'm just finger pressing, and I am going to pin that open. Because now we have to do the mark here. Grab another piece of fabric, whatever you want to use from our pile here. And if you've used a piece, it's fine. I'm not sure if I used this one. Yes, I did. Let's see what else we have here. It shouldn't be this hard, right? I have used this, but just a little piece of it, so it should be fine. And I will trim that. Then what you want to do is we want to sew so that this flips this way. Does that make sense? Don't sew over here because then it'll flip that way. So what we want to do is take this piece, go on the inside of that line, go up to that corner, and pin. And if you're not sure, flip it open how it will be when you sew it. That's what helps me. And again, this is going to line up with the corner up there. It's hard to see, but just do your best. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. So we're going down here, a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And here's what that looks like. This was our mark. I have the edge of my fabric near the mark. And then this one up to the top. And then we're just going to flip this open, finger press, and then you've got a little point here. Pin that. And then we have to pick some fabrics for here. Let's see here. I'm going to pick a narrow one like this. This is probably 1.25 inches. And then what I do is I just take the pin out here, put that one there, and then I'm going to find another narrow one. This would be really pretty there. So all you have to do is just trim this and put that on there. Take that pin out, repin it, and go sew these two. It looks like this. I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and flip this up and flip this up. And here's what we have. We just need 2 little pieces for these corners. I'll use this batik, and you don't have to pin if you don't want to. It's just easier if I do. And then this piece should be fine here. I just love how fast these go together. I'm going to go sew these and press them open. Here's what it looks like before I go press them. Looks like a hot mess, doesn't it? But we're going to make it beautiful. This is what we have before we trim. I'm just going to use my 6.5 inch ruler since our blocks are 6.5 inch and put that on there. If you have a rotating mat, that would come in handy, but because we're only doing 4, I just didn't get it out. But if you have one, it would be very handy. And you just trim them off. And you have more stuff for the crumb pile. This is another one of those that could be a whole quilt. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. How cute. Next, all we have to do is see how we want to put these together. Could be like that. all strips. And even the white fabric was scrappy. And you could really, now these two are kind of the same, right? So I would bring this down and put this one up here. There we go. And then we're going to make it a 4-patch. So all you have to do, flip these together, put a pin so we know where to sew. Just like that. Flip these two together. Let's sew these together and I'll be right back. We're almost there. Next, we just need to flip these two together. Line up those seams. Nest the seams. And then line up the edges. Just like that. And then I just have to go and put this seam this way because I want them to be opposite. When I come back, I'll show you the block. How adorable is this? I think you're going to enjoy making this. If you have any questions at all, feel free to leave a comment. Again, you could do a decorative piece in the center for the white. You just want it contrasting with the strips. But oh so scrappy, and feel free to use 1-inch strips. I like the mixture of how we did it here. But you know what it is time for? We need 1 piece of backing. I'm using some muslin today. We need 1 piece of batting. And we're not wasting any batting. You can see where I joined some batting here. So if you need to do that, you go right ahead. There's no sense wasting it. Okay. This goes right on top. We will give it a quick quilt. Maybe some squiggly lines. We'll see when I get to the sewing machine. But let me know what you guys think. I think this is so adorable. And so easy, right? And I would use my walking foot to quilt this because we did a backing for these strips. So it's going to be a little thicker. Okay, here's our quilt block. It's time to square it up. What I did is I did a double line of stitching all the way around the star, and then I did a single line of stitching inside the star, and I really think that made it pop. And then I just did a little bit of quilting down here, and that's all I did. And I just think that is so cute. Let's see how we did as far as quilting. I think we did fine. We have enough to trim. And then we'll turn it around, put it on our 12 mark. so adorable. I do hope you'll try this one, guys. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a Bible verse and a final thought to encourage you. The Bible verse is from Psalm 46, verse 5. God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. God shall help her just at the break of dawn. There's such a gentle promise tucked inside this verse. A reminder that even when life feels scattered, stretched, or frayed at the edges, God holds every piece of us steady. He moves with us through the dark moments and into the dawn, stitching strength and hope into places we didn't even realize were worn. If you're carrying something heavy today, may you feel His quiet nearness right there in the center of it all. Thank you for spending time with me today. Thank you for commenting, sharing, liking, telling your friends. It truly means the world to me. And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe today. And until the next video, God bless you.